UFC Apex Fight Night, Manel Kape versus Almabayev, UFC Apex, whatever. Let's see how it is on the betting. That's the reason everyone's watching this video. When I say everyone, I mean probably maybe 11 viewers, but either way, Sam Peterson beats Danny Barlow. Danny Barlow looks good early on, has good fast twitch muscle fibers, is, you know, catching Sam Peterson, like looks really confident on the field, like really calm, cool, collected, like he knew what he was doing, but he thought he was better than he is. So screw him, because eventually, right, he goes in for a blitz towards the end of this fight, which only lasted under 1 round, by the way. And he gets caught. That's right, he gets caught, falls, doesn't really fall backwards, but like it's, you know, backs away, looks like he's about to fall over, and he's trying to, like, you have that poker face, like, oh, I'm actually fine, gets hit again, goes against the fence, gets hit one more time, bam, down on the ground, he's out. And it kind of made me happy to watch this, just because how dominantly he looked like he was going to win this fight, but then overall, gets chinned. I'm happy with that, but whatever. Next up, a fight I had money on, William Gomez versus Haider Emil. I think Haider Emil being undefeated at this age means he's not going nowhere. That undefeated record means nothing for the fun of the UFC fans. William Gomez was coming over off of a win against Joe Anderson Brito. He has some momentum, gets an undefeated guy, loses this fight. I don't know if it's controversially or not, but in the first round, I thought William Gomez clearly won, landed the far cleaner shots, landed way better shots. I don't know why people thought it was close. For some reason, I thought William Gomez clearly won the first round. The second round comes around, and Haider Emil is looking much more volumey. I'm not going to say better. He's just throwing more and just gritting down, and William Gomez is, like, he doesn't look tired, but you can clearly see there's a difference in, like, the amount of shots being landed or whatever. Didn't have the same pop to his shots, I guess, but I still thought William Gomez won the second round, in all honesty, now that I'm thinking about it. That's just my opinion. I thought it was shots with the more damaging, more fight-endy kind of shots, while Haider Emil was kind of just getting in close and just like throwing like crazy shots. Like, he was clearly exhausted, didn't have too much power. I'm not saying William Gomez did, but of the two, I just thought he had the better strikes. But then they showed the board where it's like, oh, significant strikes. It was like 42 to 38. Can we not judge fights by 4 strikes if one person just landed the cleaner strikes? Like 4 significant strikes. Those numbers are fake as well, by the way. If you check them afterwards, they always change. But anyway, like I'm saying, can we not judge them just on 4 significant strikes? I think, I get it, Haider Emil was controlling the cage and all that stuff, but he just didn't have that finishing potential, in my opinion. I thought William Gomez won anyway. Third round comes around, I think Haider Emil does win this one. Mixes in the takedowns. Far more volume than William Gomez. William Gomez was just getting tired. Again, the scoreboard shows up and it says apparently William Gomez is equal or like close to Haider Emil in the third round. Baloney. Haider Emil wins the third. Other William Gomez won the fight, but it was a split decision. And the fact, if you know, you watch this channel, I don't know. I don't know if I've mentioned it actually. Bet on Neds. And the main card, if you bet on Neds, guess what? If it's a split decision, you get paid out as a winner for the first $250. I had 125 on William Gomez. I got paid out. Let's go. Continuing on. Nasrat Haqparast versus Esteban Ribovic. Now, you can make the really good argument that Ribovic won this fight. It was another split decision. I don't have money on this one though. Nasrat clearly won the first round. Far more pop to his shot. Far more variety of shots that he was throwing. More damaging. I think Esteban was like bloodied up after the first round. Nasrat clearly won. Second round comes around, and Ribovic is doing all right. But here's the thing: I think Nasrat did end up winning, and here's why. Ribovic is going to the head of Nasrat a lot, and Nasrat had his guard up very, very high. None of the shots were really getting past the guard of Nasrat. They weren't that significant when Nasrat was landing in the body, landing some shots to the head as well. Maybe not in terms of like volume as many as Ribovic, because Ribovic was landing a lot to the hands, like I said. But in terms of pop to his shots, like good precision striking, I thought Nasrat had the second round. And the third round came around, I think Ribovic won that one. Better volume, just gritted down a bit more. Got the job done in the third round. The second round, you can make the argument for Ribovic. I'm not mad whatsoever, but I do think Nasrat won the fight anyway. Didn't have money on this. I'm not biased. I just thought Nasrat did actually end up winning. Do some damage, my guy. Anyway, Cody Brundage, the wrestler, versus Julian Marquez, the knockout artist. Watching them live, it was like, I was thinking to myself, this is what Tai Tuivasa and one of the Justin Tafa, Junior Tafa, Shamil Gaziev can look like if they just lose weight. Like, Julian Marquez is the physique of the gods for them. This is the pinnacle of their life. Nothing gets better than this. But anyway, In middleweight, Julian Marquez wasn't looking the best, but he looked like a big dude in there. Had some power in his hands, like he did at one point drop the mouthpiece of Cody Brundage from straight out of his mouth. Landed a big shot. Cody Brundage later on fires back himself and then gets the mouth guard of Julian Marquez out of his mouth. It was kind of chaotic in that exchange. After a while, they both, like, listen, Cody Brundage was badly hurt. He was kind of like shelling up, but then he made a comeback, drops the mouth guard of Julian Marquez. They're exchanging. It's like a brawl, like a pub brawl at that point. Two drunken dads going at it to see whose kid... You know how, like, dads get into a fight. It's like, oh, it wasn't my kid's fault. It wasn't my kid's fault. It wasn't my kid who, you know, I don't know, shove that pencil up your kid's ass. I don't know. But anyway, it was just like two drunk dads just fighting outside of a school, embarrassing their kids. It was a wild brawl, but then eventually, eventually the ref is like, okay, enough of this fun that we're having here. Here's your mouth guard, here's your mouth guard, time out, fight again. And the moment he said fight again, Cody Brundage fires towards Julian Marquez, another drunken, crazy blitz, and lands on Julian Marquez, drops him, eventually finishes him on the ground, gets the win in the first round. An exciting co-main event, even though it was not something that anyone was looking forward to going into it. I did have money on this, however, $50 turned into $101. Good stuff. So far you're watching this video, you might be thinking, wow, he must have won so much money in this card. Nope, because I had $125 on Almabayev, again, to beat Manel Kape, because I said Manel Kape was overrated, and I should have picked my battles carefully. Just because I think Manel Kape is not the highest of levels doesn't mean he's like Almabayev level. Almabayev is really good. I think he could, can't beat anyone in the top 5, but I think he has he's that guy that can beat another guy who you think could be top 5, you know what I mean? Like coming up on the up and coming scene. But in this case, Almabayev, listen, I said in my prediction video, Manel Kape has really good takedown defense. I didn't think it was gonna be this good. Like the guy, unlike the Mukayev fight, just kept pressuring forward and forward and forward and just no backing down from Manel Kape. Like he gave Asu no openings to shoot a takedown where he wasn't immediately in danger of getting punched in the face or like, you know, getting too close in the range. Manel Kape, the entire fight, was insanely in the flow zone and insanely pressury towards Almabayev. Like he was piecing this guy up, strikes to the body, to the head, and to multiple points in this fight. Almabayev was running around in a circle in the cage, like literally running around in a circle. Like he was going against the cage. Oh, run away quickly! Like he was like stumbling over his own feet. Like the threat of Manel Kape, like he was just so worried about the strike of Manel Kape that he was just like tripping over his feet. At some points, like literally running away from Manel Kape in exchanges. I'll get to the finish in a second. And yeah, Manel Kape, he did shoot a couple. And Manel Kape's balance on the feet, his sprawling, the weight management, like he just stuffed everything from Almabayev. Almabayev could do nothing. Landed some big strikes here and there. He didn't do too badly. He landed his own, but nothing compared to Manel Kape, and Manel Kape just ate that shit up. Also, the eye of Almabayev, like it got bloodied up. He got eye poked in it twice. Neither time did the referee give him any time off. Kind of unfair, but you know, it is what it is. It's the fight game. They weren't like blatantly visible eye pokes, so I can see why the ref would miss them. And I would rather the ref only call what he sees, so we can't have this nonsense of where fighters faking stuff like Usman with his high belt line and everything like that. But I mean, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, Manel Kape looks amazing. I think him versus Brandon Royval is the fight I want to see. There's nothing else that I want to see more than this. That is it. Asu got finished towards the end. He got caught running away from an exchange from Manel Kape. Manel Kape was really putting the pressure on him. Like literally, I'm talking about Asu Almabayev literally was sprinting around the cage towards the end of the fight. Manel Kape caught up to him, like legit quick feet Kape. Quick feet Kape. There we go. That's his new nickname. Ends up landing on Asu Almabayev as he's doing that. But he didn't drop him or anything. The ref just immediately stops the fight as Asu's like sprinting away. Like and this came after an eye poke that the ref had missed that Asu wanted a timeout for, but the ref didn't even call nothing. And then, you know, Manel Kape swarmed him, was landing huge shots. He tries to get away by running away. Manel Kape chases him, lands one strike, and the ref just calls it off. There's no rule that says you can't do that. I know you have to engage each other in fighting. You can't just be staring at each other, making out, having sex in the middle of the octagon. You can't do that, obviously, but I mean, he was literally trying to get away from danger and the ref just stops the fight. Doesn't make any sense. Bad stoppage. I'm not saying that he would have came back and beat Manel Kape. I don't think he would have. But just a weird stoppage in my opinion. Anyway, I've never seen that, where no significant damage was done prior, like in the last minute. Sorry, in the last 30 seconds before the finish. There's no significant fight finishing damage done and the fight gets called off because he's running away, gets hit once, doesn't get dropped. I've never seen that, but whatever. I've seen some people say it was a good stoppage. Shut the fuck up. You don't... Okay. Why even watch fighting if that's the opinion you hold? Fucking idiots. I had money on Almabayev. $125. Would have won me a lot of money. Doesn't win. I accept it. I accept the loss. Yeah, I should pick my battles more carefully. If Manel Kape fights Brandon Royval, I'll be picking Brandon Royval. Trust me. Anyway, overall in the card, lost $11.50 only because I won a bit of money in the 2 fights prior to the main event. If the main event paid out, I would have won a massive chunk of money. Really, I would have. Like something like $300, I think. Yeah. Crazy, right? Anyway, in profit, 300. Overall profits since UFC France of last year, so like September, $2,608.45. We're chasing down that $3,000 mark, just like I'm chasing down that 250 subscribers mark. 246 subscribers I'm at right now. I've lost subscribers since my last video. Don't know why. But anyway, like the video, share, comment, whatever, on this goal to get to $3,000 and 250 subscribers. I'll see you next time. Bye.